Okay, folks, welcome to the Contrarian Trader. This is Bob Desmond. I always like to begin by showing my calls on StockTwits or Twitter. Sometimes I forget, but usually I do post them on StockTwits. And the reason why I do that is not so much to get the word out or whatever. It's more so to date stamp my calls, so that way people know I'm for real. And back on March 27th, I was bullish on Facebook. I mentioned that we had witnessed a good key reversal. We were looking to add to our new position. That new position was opened on March the 26th. What you're looking at is a daily chart. And we added right here, right where you see this key reversal on the day, the big long white candlestick. And what that told us was that there were buyers below. The stock had corrected considerably after the IPO. It was hated by Wall Street, was hated in the media. The company was being bashed. Wall Street was being bashed, as they should anyway. And we decided, you know what, let's keep an eye on this because it's starting to look attractive. Everybody hates it and the price performance is looking good. So we got the key reversal. This was our signal. It closed above the 200-day moving average on rising up volume. And that was our key. The coast was clear to get long. So we began our accumulation. We consolidated in this range. We added in this range. We built up a position. And this was earnings. They beat on earnings in Q2. 90% revenue growth on their mobile ads, which we're getting. They apparently they couldn't get that act together. And they did get it together by the end of the Q2. And it was off to the races. Now, why did we begin to book profits? Well, the first time we booked profits was right here on October the 7th. You can see the topping action. This told us there were sellers up here. So I put out an alert to my members saying, listen, we have at this point in time over 90% profits in this stock. Let's not be greedy. We still like it for the long term. Let's begin to scale out, take some profits, move to cash, and look to get in at a cheaper price. Sure enough, the stock corrected and began to rally higher. Now, what I began to take note of was a divergence. Know your RSI. It peaked back in August. And as we proceeded to new highs, the RSI was making new lows. That's never good. And then when we broke here on, say, the 10th of October, we rallied. We knew this would be resistance. We sent out an alert on the 21st saying we're going to scale out of another third of our position so that we can protect our profits. At that point in time, we had 109% gain on the stock. We still have a position. We're going to wait for a pullback. And then we'll look to rebuild our position at a better price. Now, if you take a look at the 30-minute chart, this is when we book profits right in here. It put in what I like to point out to my members all the time, a very bearish action. It put in a lower high. The prior high was 54.83, pulled back, rallied, put in a lower high at 54.81. It corrected the remainder of the day, found a little bit of footing, rallied on the morning of the 22nd, once again put in a lower high and collapsed. It fell about a little over 2% today, and my guess is, judging by the RSI, the price action, and the other oscillators, that we're probably going to break down to lower lows on Facebook. Longer term, I still like it. I'm still bullish on the stock. I'll be sending out alerts to members when we begin to accumulate more shares. I expect to do that in the next few weeks. So if you're not currently a member, please sign up for the 14-day free trial offer. And you'll get our members' commentary, trade alerts, and trade coach. Trade coach is a service that I provide to members. What I do is I review the stocks that you like. I'll take a look at the charts, annotate them, and I'll give you feedback. The site is currently under development. The members area is still being worked on. The free trial area is being worked on. If you want to sign up for the 14-day free trial offer, please use the links on the blog. You'll have a monthly and a annual discounted rate to select from. And just use those links to sign up, and it'll add you to the email distribution list. And please, I don't always post on StockTwits or Twitter. To get all my blogs and my video lessons on how I trade stocks, enter your email address here. I do not sell information, share information, ever. I hate that stuff. And that's it, folks. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, robert@thecontrariantrader.com. Talk to you soon.